Hello everyone, it's me Uncle John. Today I am going to read S5 5077 all about islands. Socotra. Socotra is an island in the Indian Ocean near Somalia. It's very dry. Spiders and reptiles like snakes, lizards and chameleons live there. Chameleons have hard skin and some can change color from green to pink, blue, red, orange, green, black, brown, or yellow. On Socotra, there are 800 species of plant, and 30% of them don't live anywhere else. The ancient Romans went to Socotra 2,000 years ago to collect a special red juice from inside the dragon's blood tree. They used the juice as a medicine. Big islands. Islands in the middle of the oceans are often small. The biggest islands are all near a continent. What big islands do you know? The biggest island. This picture bar shows the 8 biggest islands. Greenland is the biggest island. It's more than 2 million square kilometers. Some big islands like Madagascar are countries. Others are part of a bigger country. For example, Baffin Island is part of Canada. Some islands like Honshu have lots of people. Other islands like New Guinea don't have many people, but they have amazing plants and animals. Greenland. Greenland is 3 times bigger than any other island. It isn't green, it's mostly white with ice and snow. There are almost no trees and only about 55,000 people live there. About 80% of the people are Inuit. Many Inuit people hunt and eat fish and seal. A lot of the animals are white, like the Arctic fox. So the animals can see them in the snow. The biggest animals here are the polar bears. They have huge paws so they can walk easily on the snow. They can run fast, they can swim more than 100 kilometers. In winter, they hunt seals. In summer, they don't eat very much. New Zealand. Most of New Zealand is 2 big islands called the North Island and the South Island. The islands are very different from each other. The South Island has a lot of big mountains. It even has some glaciers. The Lord of the Rings movies were filmed on the South Island. The North Island is volcanic with geysers and hot water pools. People have lived on the island for about 1,200 years. 3 of New Zealand's birds can fly. The most famous of these birds is the kiwi. The heaviest insect on earth, the giant weta, also lives in New Zealand. Tasmania. Tasmania is a big island about 240 kilometers south of the mainland of Australia. Tasmanian devil only lives on Tasmania. It's the same size as a small dog, and when it's scared, it makes a horrible smell. Long hairs next to its nose help it to hunt for food at night. It has a strong mouth and sharp teeth for eating meat. It's noisy when it eats. Its favorite food is the wombat, an animal that only lives in Australia. Chapter 7, Man-Made Islands. Some parts of the world are very busy and there isn't enough land for everyone. That's why people sometimes build new islands for farms, homes, stores, and airports. City island. Sometimes people build cities on man-made islands. Odaiba Island in Tokyo Bay in Japan. It was built about 150 years ago so that people could stop on friendly ships coming to Tokyo from about 1990. People built stores, restaurants, parks, and apartments on Odaiba Island. Today, Odaiba Island is a busy part of Tokyo City. Floating island. The Inta people live by the Inle Lake in Burma. Their houses are on wooden stilts that go into the water of the lake. They make floating islands with reeds, a type of thick grass. When the reeds are dry, they float on the water. On the islands, the Inta people grow rice and vegetables. They also go fishing in the lake for the fish that live under the island. Vacation islands, Palm Jumeirah. In Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates, Tourists like the clear blue ocean with pretty tropical fish and coral. The land is very dry and sandy. There aren't enough beaches, so people have built islands in the ocean. The first area of man-made islands was Palm Jumeirah. It has hotels, stores, and thousands of homes. Airport Island. Incheon International Airport in South Korea is built on a man-made island between two natural islands. Incheon is one of the busiest airports in the world, but it wasn't the first airport on a man-made island. Two Chinese airports and five Japanese airports are built on man-made islands too. The first was Kansai International Airport in Japan. Airports are often built on islands because there isn't enough land near big cities. Airport islands are big, about 4 kilometers long. They are often connected to the mainland by long bridges. The bridge from Incheon to the mainland is more than 20 kilometers long. Chapter 8, Protecting Our Islands. Earth's islands have amazing animals and plants, but life on islands is often in danger. Species can become extinct, some islands could even disappear. So it's important to protect our island. Disappearing island. Our cars, factories, and power stations produce too many gases, like carbon dioxide. Earth is getting warmer because there is too much carbon dioxide in the air. This is called global warming. Global warming means that there are more storms and rain. More ice is melting in the Arctic and the Antarctic, so the sea level is getting higher, and some islands are disappearing. 3 islands between India and Bangladesh have already disappeared underwater. Some islands in the Pacific Ocean will probably disappear in 100 years. If we don't slow down global warming, some of the Maldive Islands in the Indian Ocean will probably disappear sooner. Most of their land is less than 2 meters above sea level. We can try to slow down global warming by making less carbon dioxide. We can drive and fly less. We can use cleaner cars. We should use less coal and oil to make electricity. There are cleaner ways of making electricity. Disappearing species. Global warming is changing life on islands. When the sea level gets higher, some species don't have a place to live. Storms and floods can kill plants and animals. Coral dies when seawater gets too warm. Thousands of species live around coral reefs, but they can't live there if the coral is dead. We can help species on islands by slowing down global warming. When too many tourists visit small islands, it's sometimes bad for plant and animal life. We can protect special islands by making them a conservation area. The islands in this photo are a conservation area in Thailand. They are a safe place for plants and animals to live. Islands that are protecting Earth. The Svalbard Islands are in the Arctic Ocean. Global warming probably won't melt Svalbard's ice, and its high mountains probably won't disappear underwater. This is why scientists from Norway built the Svalbard Global Seed Vault there in 2008. It's a place where they will store an example of each of Earth's 1.5 million seeds. A plant could disappear because of global warming or a natural disaster, but it won't become extinct. That's because people can grow another plant from the seeds in the Global Seed Vault. The end.